Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Straight Fire Picks. Best bets for Monday Night Football, Week 7, between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks on Monday, October 25th, 2021. My name is Steve, and we're going to have 3 picks here for you that I think are great value bets for this Monday Night Football game. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support in the channel. If you are new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're trying to reach 750 subscribers here by the end of the week. Also, be sure to check out our community Discord as well. I'll post a link in the comment section and the description as well. It's a great place to connect with our community and just get new ideas for bets and chat about your bets and stuff. It's a lot of fun. We'll also be doing a live stream for this game. That'll begin at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time here on Monday night, October 25th. So really looking forward to that. We'll have a watch party going with some game audio, so hoping to catch you all at that. Without further ado, normally I wouldn't do results on a Monday night episode because normally I don't have the results for you, but I'm recording this video late because I got sucked into the game and I just had to watch it, and it was a lot of fun and ended up working out great, but I'm recording this super late, so what can you do? We'll start, as far as the results go, we'll start with our comment cappers. We had got to get the bag, calling the Indianapolis Colts team total over 19. Was able to cash this one easily. Colts had a big night, ended up scoring 30, so great hit there for got to get the bag. As far as our stream results, we went 3-0, clean sweep. That's what we want to do. We had the Colts first half +3 spread. Cashed this one. Colts were leading 13-12 at the half, so that was good. Deebo Samuel over 60.5 receiving yards. Cashed that one easily as well. He had 100 for the game, so we like that. And then Jonathan Taylor over 82.5 rushing and receiving yards. Cashed that one as well. Taylor had a pretty big night on the ground. So we love it. That's exactly what we want to do. We're going to get that 3-0 again this episode, guys. So getting right into our picks. At number 1, we are going with the Seattle Seahawks +4.5 spread here versus the Saints at -114 odds. So this play is a little bit more speculative than statistical. A lot of times I break down a lot of different stats, and if you were to do that for this matchup, you would want to go with the Saints. But I really see the Seahawks here keeping this game close, and I honestly see them winning. Geno Smith, to me, passes the eye test, and that's something that you can't really judge on paper. Statistics, but Geno has looked very good in his first 2 appearances here for the Seahawks. It's a different Geno Smith. I call it the reborn Geno. I didn't want to touch any of his passing props last week because I wanted to see something from him. I wanted to see his first start, and I thought he played very well. Thought the Seahawks easily could have won that game, and he fumbled in overtime, and I think that's more of kind of an unlucky break that he got. And obviously he fumbled, but I see something different from him. I really think he has an ability. He could lead this team. He could throw the football. He's got great mobility. Even, the backup running back for Seattle as well, Chris Carson and Russell Wilson are both out. But Alex Collins also looked great too. Ran for over 100 yards. If they can have any semblance of a running game like that, takes the pressure off of Geno, they got a shot. And in this game, I think there's going to be some rushing yards. That's really going to be the format for what we're looking at tonight. There's going to be rain, just like we saw with the Sunday Night Football game between the Colts and the 49ers. The ugly game with a lot of rushing yards. Over 240 rushing yards in that game. And I think we're going to see more of that in this game as well. Is the rain going to be heavy? I'm not a meteorologist, so I can't tell you the specifics on it. I looked up the rain forecast, and it's about 90% rain right now. So you want to be very careful with how you bet this game. This game will be close, though. Like I said, Metcalf is ready to go. DK Metcalf playing. Alex Collins also set to play as well, so I like that. We at least got them healthy. But both sides are missing big pieces, right? And then, on the side for the Saints, statistically they have a lot of good things going for them, but they are the biggest Jekyll and Hyde team I think you'll find. 1 week, they'll dominate the Packers. They'll win 38-3. They'll come out the next week versus a team like the Panthers and get destroyed. You can't make any sense of it. And I think this is honestly one of those games for the Saints where I see them losing straight up. But I'll take the spread. We'll play it safe. We'll take the Seahawks +4.5 spread versus the Saints at -114 odds for our number 1 pick. Okay, and at number 2, we are going with Geno Smith over 13.5 rushing yards here for the Seahawks at minus 113 odds. Like I said, rain is in the forecast here, right? Could be tough throwing conditions. Don't want to touch any of these passing props tonight. Ahead of the game, if you have an idea that the rain won't be so bad, the passing props are very tempting. It's like 205 and 207 for both these quarterbacks, for Jameis Winston and Geno. But I'm not going to touch those for official picks, man. I know rain isn't going to be in the forecast. We're going to look at the rushing props here. And I love these rushing props that we have here in store for this night. Like I said, last night, between the Colts and the 49ers, there was 258 rushing yards total in that game. So I think we're going to see a lot more of the same, especially if the rain's coming down. Both these teams are going to want to run. And the issue that creates, even on a good rushing defense like the Saints, they do have a good rushing defense, but the footing, right? You have footing problems. It doesn't matter how good your defense is. If the offensive player knows where he wants to go, advantage offensive player right there. So, like I said, Geno was very mobile in his first appearance with Seattle. He had 3 carries for 23 yards in relief of Russell Wilson. I think he's going to need to do that. Now, I took this prop last week, and it didn't come in Pittsburgh. But this one I had to go with again just because of the elements and the limitations possibly in the passing game. I think Geno has got to look for something with his legs. And even the commentators last week made mention of it. It's like, hey, you got legs, let's use them. So I'm expecting him to get loose a couple times and definitely cash 13.5. Carson Wentz cashed it last night. He's a mobile quarterback. He had 23, had a couple of great runs. I'm looking for Geno to do a lot of the same thing. Saints also allow the 11th most rushing yards to quarterbacks, so I like that as well. Quarterbacks in the last 3 games are 3-0 to this line in the last 3 games versus the Saints. So, obviously, I love that. They could give up rushing yards to quarterbacks, so I obviously want to see that. Other than that, guys, like I said, with the rain coming down, I expect Geno to get loose here. So take it there for your number 2 pick. Geno Smith over 13.5 rushing yards here for the Seahawks at minus 113 odds. Okay, and finally at number 3, we are going with Alex Collins. Over 44.5 rushing yards here for the Seahawks as well at minus 113 odds. Like I said, with this rain, I'm like a broken record here. But these are just the picks you want to make, I believe, for this game. Collins is a tough physical back that could get tough yards. So in a game like this, they're going to be running the football. One way or another, Alex Collins is going to get it. Geno's going to get some looks, I think. But Collins could get you physical yards. And you're looking at a line like 44.5. I like that. Even against a good run defense. I know the Saints are a great running defense. I'm well aware. They're one of the best in the league. But running backs are still 3-1 to this line versus the Saints in the last 4. So running backs are still going to cash, just over 40-yard props. And, Collins, they need him. Like I said, no Chris Carson. They need Alex Collins here to play a big game and to run the football well. He's cashed this line in both games so far as a starting back. He had 101 last week in Pittsburgh. So he's getting some momentum. He's getting some confidence. I love that as well. Like I said, with the rain in this game, we're going to see some rushing yards. If the rain's coming down, you could bet your butt that we're going to see some rushing yards. So, like I said, Collins is the guy here to get it done for us. I didn't want to touch Kamara. Kamara's line was 92.5, and I'm just not comfortable with a line that big. When he's kind of been, Kamara's been kind of spotty this year. He's obviously very capable. He's one of the most talented backs in the league, but he has been very spotty this year, and I don't trust him to get those kind of yards. I would trust a guy like Derrick Henry to get the yards, but not a guy like Kamara. I can't trust 92.5. But on Alex Collins here, looking at 44.5, I'll take that. So take it there for your number 3 pick. Alex Collins over 44.5 rushing yards here for the Seahawks at minus 113 odds. Okay, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. Be sure to also check out our community Discord. It's a great place to connect with our community as well. There'll be a link to that will be in the comments and also in the description. Be sure to also post a favorite play for this game as well, if you have one. We'd love to chat with you about that. If you want to be included in our comment capper section, just put a star or an asterisk next to your pick so I know that I know it's your official pick. Helps me keep things organized. All right, other than that, that's going to do it for me. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. Peace out.